totally reflects the film because that is what the film is all about, and the title itself says it, Kukumatur ki jhand hogi. So I think this expression best explains a jhand happening, and though there's no shirt coming off in the film, but then this is somehow symbolizing what is going to happen in the film within.
Yeah, this was a shirt taking out moment.
Me, I'll tell you. Okay, it was a very interesting story here. I auditioned for a film called Fukre, which was a very big hit last year. I didn't make it, but it's okay. So then the same casting director was casting for Kukumatur Ki Jhand Hogi. He showed my Chucha Wala audition, which I auditioned for, the character. He showed my audition to Aman sir and Bijoy sir. They spoke to Ekta that we've seen this audition, we like this guy. So they called me up and they're like, "Acha, theek hai, let's meet up." And then they did a look test. And the very first day I did the look test, and they were, before coming only, before I met them, they were sure that they're going to take me. Quite sure. And then when I gave the look test, and they were like, "Acha, you're in." And I was like, "Okay." मतलब ऐसा एकदम ठंडा सा reaction. They were like, "You're not excited?" Sir, अभी let the film start because अभी recently एक project छूटा है तो अभी मैं sync in नहीं कर पा रहा. But that's how I got the film, and finally the shoot started and I bagged it.
Yes, I did. I did the South movie. I did Punjabi films, and see, this film basically came out of the blue because I auditioned for this, and 15 दिन के बाद I'm just having sitting chilling one fine day in the evening. I get a call saying कि कल सुबह की flight पकड़ के आपको दिल्ली आना है, आप final हो चुकी है, and you have to shoot. So before I could even sink in, I was on the early morning flight to Delhi. I land, I go straight on set, get into my costume, hair, makeup, and I'm shooting. So it was so sudden for me. I think मेरा जो sink in होना था वो सेट पे जाके हुआ sink in. So मेरे लिए तो बहुत ही fast हो गया था ये.
See, for me it was like I was giving it a chance. I'm a computer science engineer. I came to Bombay to be an actor, and I started doing theatre. I was just learning the craft, and while that I was performing in a play called Holi, and I think Ekta Di was attending that, Ekta Kapoor was attending that, and she spotted me there, and I was called by Bijoy's team for an audition. I auditioned. It was the first audition I've ever given in my life, and I thought it went well, and I got shortlisted for it. Then I had to audition with Ronnie and the other characters, and there were a series of auditions. Though it was not very believable, and I just thought something surreal is happening, but still I ended up bagging the role.
My first day of shoot, I think more than the shoot, I remember off shoot, because मैं जब set पे गई थी तो I didn't know what jhand means. I first thought it's a bad word. So I get on the set and I'm like, what does jhand mean? And then then these guys, Ronnie especially, Ashish, I was going to say Ashish Gulati, Ashish Juneja. So he's Ronnie Gulati, aka Ashish Juneja. So he's like, ठीक है, I'll tell you what jhand means. And then I'm like, he's like, sit down. So I'm like, okay, fine. I was about to sit and he just pulls my chair, and next thing I know I'm on the floor. तो मेरी झंड हो गई. And he's like, ये झंड होता है. तो मुझे तो बड़े अच्छे से मीनिंग एक्सप्लेन किया गया. So yeah, I mean for me the first day on set was really memorable. And उस दिन से मेरी रोज ही झंड हो रही है set पे.
It was in Delhi. There was this dharmshala, and I was asked to improvise because there were no lines. They were like, you're cooking food and you're just saying something and talking to your dad, and this. I was like, okay, this is my first time I'm facing the camera and I have to do all of that. So I just decided a few lines. Like, I'll just ask about the paneer, and I'll ask about the curd and here and there. But that first action happened, and somehow the shot went really well, and then there was no looking back, and I went on along with the shoot.
First day on the sets was not ऐसा कुछ ज़्यादा different नहीं था, because we were so much in the character. हम लोग एक महीने से I think कुक्कुर में साथ में घूम रहे थे as Ronnie and Kukku, क्योंकि अमन सर ने हमें पहले ही बोला था, you guys are playing best friends, so spend some time together. We went to Delhi before the shoot, like a week before the shoot, and the funny part was we went in a train. बाकी पूरी यूनिट फ्लाइट से गई, हमें ट्रेन में भेजा ये बोल के कि तुम लोग अपनी केमिस्ट्री बिल्ड करो, which was I think a very good and a very creative call, which worked for the film. तो फर्स्ट डे हम लोगों को ऐसा कुछ अलग नहीं लगा, and I was surprised, like I've worked before, but Siddharth coming from Dubai and facing the camera for the first time, ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था वो first time कैमरा फेस कर रहा है. He was being like a pro, man. पैसे दे देना. चेक पहुंच जाएगा. हाँ, तो he was behaving like a pro, and I was like, यार तू पक्का पहली बार कैमरा फेस कर रही है? And he was all cool. He was facing the camera, he was giving shots, he was cooking and all in front of the camera. I was like, यार मैं पहली बार जब कैमरा फेस कर रहा था, I was so scared. I couldn't perform. But he was, and Simran तो obviously ex Miss India, so the confidence comes from within.
अभी सही करा तूने, आज पूरी पेमेंट मिली.
हाँ, आज मुझे पूरी पेमेंट मिली.
Honestly, I think casting is a very important role, and I think everybody, like at least Ronnie and Kukku, I can talk about, they're very aptly cast. Because मुझे एक महीना लग गया इनको सिद्धार्थ और आशीष बुलाने में. मुझे आदत ही थी बस कुक्कू रॉनी. मुझे बस कुक्कू रॉनी ही दिखते थे. मुझे आशीष और सिद्धार्थ तो उस महीने में दिखे ही नहीं. जब हम बॉम्बे वापस आए, मैं इनको मिली कहीं बाहर, तब जाके I was like, wow, you guys are so different. You're not like Ronnie and Kukku at all. Ronnie and Kukku at all.
इसको डबल पैसे मिलेंगे हमारी तारीफ करने के लिए.
So for me, yeah, I mean, these guys have nailed the characters so well. Yes, I love it. I think it's fantastic. Who doesn't?
It's very hot.
It's yeah.
It's literally hot.
No,
It's
no,
literally hot.
No,
while cooking.
I think if a guy cooks, उसका hotness quotient बढ़ जाता है.
आज तुझे कितने पैसे दूं तू बता.
But it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, right?
No.
He's just
It matters.
cooking.
It matters.
matters.
I mean,
Please tell them.
I mean, there was this some.
हाँ, ऐसे incident.
नहीं मैंने मुझे.
Mundi's personal incident. Someone was cooking.
नहीं कोई नहीं. I'm just thinking like there like जैसे mother के साथ कोई cook कर रहा है या something और अगर कोई picture आ जाए, so you feel like oh so sweet.
पंजाबी फिल्में बहुत
हाँ.
आ रही हैं, वो सब आ रही हैं.
पंजाबी
हाँ.
टच.
पंजाबी टच वाली फिल्में बहुत आ रही हैं. बट कुक्कू माथुर की झंड हो गई. आप टाइटल से देख लीजिए, वो कहीं पे भी होता है, नॉर्थ होता है, बॉम्बे होता है, कहीं पे भी सेट होता है, वो चीज़ ही अलग है.
Yeah, and the best part is it's not a forced comedy. Like I don't want to name any Punjabi or Punjabi related Delhi based films, but कई फिल्मों में मैंने देखा बहुत forced comedy या forced punches हैं. Punches हैं, but बहुत ही real humor है और बहुत ही relatability connectivity है, जहाँ पे नॉर्मल बंदे, नॉर्मल लोग दिल्ली के या कहीं के भी नॉर्मल बेसिक मिडिल क्लास या आम बंदा रिलेट कर सकता है कि हाँ यार ये हाइपोथेटिकल नहीं है या फोर्स्ड नहीं है, ये मेरे साथ हुआ था या हो सकता है. तो दैट इज द यूएसपी.
यही ब्यूटी है इस फिल्म की कि ये ऐसे बनाई गई है कि ऐसा लगता है कि ये जो वर्ल्ड है ये एग्जिस्ट करता है. ऐसा नहीं लगता कि ये अपने आप ही कोई
Yeah,
कुछ
it's
इधर
very
उधर पहुंच
believable.
गया.
I think
इट्स वेरी
the-
बिलीवेबल. जो भी आपको कॉमेडी मिलेगी वो भी बड़ी सिचुएशनल कॉमेडी है जो आप हम डे टू डे लाइफ में देखते रहते हैं उस हिसाब से.
Movies quirky songs have to be quirky.
And very
अगर आप-
different.
And we always
हाँ.
needed good songs to promote it as well, and we wanted to do something which is different,
Different from the movie,
off the track, like different from the movie and also different from the types of songs that are coming right now, like the typical songs that come out. So we wanted something which is off the track and people, which is catchy right away. People were like, people are at least noticing it. At the Tarzan song, though a Facebook song.
Yeah,
High
yeah,
time,
yeah,
yeah, Facebook, like it's a big thing. Everybody's on Facebook, but nobody's ever made a song on Facebook.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
creative
yeah.
call, which is
Yeah.
like the creative team is very talented. Tarzan song, you have seen Tarzan last when 90s Aqua this
band.
thing, no, Jane and Tarzan.
Toy box.
And if you remember in India, Kimi Katkar was the last Jane. उसके बाद किसी ने टार्जन और जेन के बारे में सोचा नहीं, so it was a very good and a very creative
Very
call.
good, यार.
फेसबुक पे प्यार 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 मना ऐड कर ले यार यार यार, चोरी कंप्यूटर ऑन कर ले, इंटरनेट पे मन्ने धर ले, ओ तेरी फोटो पे लाइक से 1000. ओ फेसबुक पे प्यार 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 मने ऐड कर ले यार यार यार.
30 मई को जाके देखिए कुक्कू माथुर की झंड हो गई.